So stay prepared for the coup of the century. Be prepared for the murkiest scam. Ridiculous planning, tenacity spawning. The cake of denial is simply why I'll be king undisputed, respected, saluted, and see for the wonders I am. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are paired. Be prepared. Yes, our teeth and ambitions are paired. Be prepared. Oh. Sorry about that, YouTube. I was kind of in the middle of something before you showed up. So anyway, I am Scar, and I'll be reviewing Megatron, the second one. If you know. Yes, as you probably know, this one, much like the Optimus Primal that was recently reviewed, as well as the second Cheeto and Rat Trap, this one is also another prototype Beast Wars figure. Yes, one that was made before the Beast Wars show came out, in order to give the creators an idea of what to expect for the show. You know. So, first of all, you'll move this all the way around there. Same with the other arm there. His legs have a little bit of movement as such. You don't want to move it too much, otherwise you expose little kibble. Unlike the Kingdom Megatron, this Megatron does not really move his tail at all. Pretty much a brick. But I suppose, as the kids would say, a cool brick. Or are they into rocks? Well, I kind of a bit rusty on the 90s. Anyway, let's get to transforming him. Megatron, terrorize! And trust me, it will be to die for. So what you want to do first, much like with the shell formers that they had back then, split them open. Kind of be moving his hips down here so they'll be out of the way. Somewhat, just kind of got to maneuver them as you go. Now we're going to bring up his head, and yes, much like Optimus and Cheetor, he does have a mutant head. I don't recall Rat Trap having one, but okay. Anywho, they're going to... Oop, see, now it's kind of sprung forth a gimmick right here. I'll show you more of it once he's transformed. So, since the tail done kind of popped loose on us, we're just going to go on and finish that out there. And so... And yeah, this right here was sort of what did it there. Kind of has a mind of its own. And now we're sort of like the head, for instance. So we're going to, let's see, come on now. Going to release this here. Oh boy, this one's kind of, let's see. Oh yeah, gotta pull this right here. Okay. Okay, kinda. Yeah, there we go. It's a little tricky, but once you get used to it, it becomes pretty easy the more you transform it. So, turn that around. Or I think you're supposed to leave this like this. What you do is you turn the legs, the bottom part of the feet around, and get these hips into position, especially for their gimmick. But now, the hips gimmick does not have to do with the water. It's another gimmick. I'm going to take this little flap right here, fold it back, raise the camera up some there, kind of straighten his arms out a little bit. And as you know, yes, in the show, he would have a robot hand there with his tail weapon attached to it. And there were times where he could disengage the tail weapon, but that's not the case here because, well, early 90s. Yeah. So, anywho, You take this right here, as we all know how his dinosaur head became the other hand now. And in the show, he would often pet it and brush the teeth of it with a toothbrush, much like Megatron does. Bring out these robot heels. There we go. Oh, and also before I complete it, there was a theory going around in the Beast Wars room on Facebook. People were wondering why in Beast Machines, Megatron hated Beast Mode so much when clearly in Beast Wars, he seemed to value his Beast Modes. Well, one person came up with a theory that maybe in Season 3, when he absorbed the spark of G1 Megatron and somehow became a dragon, okay, maybe the spark of G1 Megatron started to influence him. Now, yes, of course, at the end of the show, it was returned, the G1 spark was returned back to its original owner, but probably some of the influence from it had probably got into Beast Wars Megatron systems and maybe took effect once he got to Cybertron. Also, there's the theory that he wanted to control Cybertron more, which, yeah, that was the thing. So maybe he felt if things were all robotic and not organic, the planet would be easier to control. As he said in the show, one elegant single mind. So, just a couple of theories I wanted to share there. So, here we go. We take the head up and open up the mutant head to reveal his original head that we see in the show. And he looks pretty mean now. Look at that scowl. Ah, yes. Yes. As you also notice, the robot mode chest is somewhat show accurate. However, it would have been nice if they had put a little paint job on there, because with all the black, it's kind of hard to see the detailings on the chest there. Just a little, kind of one of the nitpicky errors of this toy. Other than that, see, you pretty much have him complete. Yeah, he has quite a bit of backpack back there, sort of like Optimus Primal did, mostly due to Optimus's gimmicks there. Megatron's case, because, well, with the early prototype, I guess, yeah, there's some things that the toys can't do that CGI can do, so that's pretty understandable to a certain extent there. But then again, it also depends on the toy makers. So anyway, for what we got, this is a pretty decent figure here. You can move, because of the backpack, you can't move the arms all the way around, unless, of course, you do that, I think. Well, almost. But for what they do move, that's still good. You can definitely somewhat position his head like he's going to brush the teeth of the T-Rex head. If only he had a hand. I suppose I could give him a hand. A little joke there. So we can also move the legs a bit, but it's kind of limited due to the hips. However, the feature that the hips have will prove pretty useful. And as I can see, yes, I do notice that this kind of became crooked a little bit. I forgot to fold in those tabs. Oh, mercy me. Oh, dear. I can't believe I forgot that. But anyway, yeah, you see now. And as for the gimmick, let's start with the hip gimmicks there. These are little missiles that can be placed into here. Now, the thing in the show, there were some times when he fired missiles from these parts of his hips. Kind of a bit much if you ask me, but well, I suppose the kids would probably find it pretty cool. Suppose that's what really matters. So you press this little button right here on the side of his hip, and that's what fires it. Same with the other side. There's a button over there. Got a pretty good distance, much like Optimus's missiles. and make sure you don't lose them. If you want to mail us a toy to review, you can definitely send it to that P.O. box in the description box, as well as also request a toy for us to review in the comment section and a voice to do it in. Don't forget to also like the video, hit subscribe, so you can be notified when other videos start to come, and also purchase some of our comic books and support us on Patreon. And that is all for now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be prepared for something.